Good day. Today we will talk about what is a leadless or a wireless pacemaker. This is a tiny capsule that the doctor puts into your heart, which works as a pacemaker. In order to put in a leadless pacemaker, I go in from the groin, through a blood vessel called the femoral vein, up into the abdomen towards the heart. From there, I enter the right atrium or the top right chamber, and then advance into the right lower chamber or the right ventricle. This is where we place the pacemaker capsule. After satisfactory positioning, everything else, the delivery sheath and the equipment, come out. This technology is very useful if you don't need information on the top chamber of the heart, which could be the case if it's permanently out of rhythm, like permanent atrial fibrillation. If you only need backup pacing occasionally. And if you're at a high risk for infection, this is a good idea since there's very little material in the body that could get infected. The only restrictions after the procedure are to not lift anything heavy, to protect your groin from when I went in to put in the micro procedure. We generally say about 2 weeks of groin rest should be enough. You can still walk, you just don't want to lift anything heavy. The new systems that we implant now are MRI compatible. In terms of complications of the procedure, we can have bleeding in the groin as the equipment goes up, bleeding in the abdomen, or this capsule can puncture the heart and cause bleeding around the heart. Another complication with this device could be dislodgement or migration of this capsule from the heart up into the bloodstream, into the lungs. The battery generally lasts about 8 to 10 years, but it really depends on how much you're using the pacemaker. Once the battery is dead, we often just put in a new pacemaker capsule and don't try to remove the old one. Thank you. This is Dr. Mehta.